Hey guys, and welcome back with some more Midnight Suns. This essentially is a compilation of, well, I guess not compilation, but just a recording I did. And I thought I did some audio with it, but apparently not. It's a lot of just, I think it's just grinding miscellaneous, and I think one more meeting of the emo kids. So with that, I'm just going to talk about some different things. And I'll be quiet for when there's some actual dialogue or conversations going on.
We've got a situation rapidly developing.
But when I'm doing this voiceover actually for it, I had seen that they're actually going to release the first DLC character. I think in a couple days. I think it was near the end of January, if I'm correct on that. Hold on.
I guess I can show you a couple
Yeah, because
of
I'd
things.
seen it near the beginning of this week. Let me look that up really quick.
Back again. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
You know what? He might actually already be out. Yep, actually, apparently, he got released the day before I'm doing the voiceover for this. So January 26th. That's crazy. Especially for so soon for a, for DLC, at least nowadays. A lot of times it seems like they're pretty late. Where you get these, it seems more like costumes, cosmetics, very minor things within the first, like, few months. And it's not until, God, like 5 or 6 months when they actually release story content or something actually very significant, even if it is character-based. So for a new character to be playable, as well as far as I can see from the trailer for him, is some new missions and I think it was like a couple things around the Abbey as well. So new missions, some new things around the Abbey, and a new character altogether with his own moves and combos, which is awesome. But I'm definitely looking forward to using him. So actually, when I play Midnight Suns next, which I think I might try to do some recording of it this weekend, along with Forspoken and Dead Space, because I would like to... I'd definitely like to beat Midnight Suns before... Definitely before the end of February. And if I could, I'd like to beat it before Hogwarts Legacy comes out. I think Hogwarts Legacy comes out... let's see, when February 10th, I think? February 10th, unless you do a certain edition, then I believe it's February 7th. Which, ironically, I think I did the certain edition. So, I gotta beat it before February 7th, so I'm gonna have to get right on it. But also, I really want to get through the Dead Space remake, because that will be very fun. And actually, I had installed Dead Space tonight. Originally wanted to play it, but because I had work later at work, don't really have that much time to do a quality first hour. So that'll have to be during the weekend for the first hour.
The more time we have to beat it.
And I think I just gotta finish uploading the stuff for Callisto Protocol, because I have like the last 2 or 3 hours? Yeah, I have the last 2 or 3 hours recorded. I just need to upload it for you guys. So you'll probably see that after this. Yeah, probably after this, you'll see those parts. But, yeah, January's actually got some good games. One game I really wish I could play, but there's so much in the backlog of series that are started that I want to finish that I feel like I shouldn't start playing it for you guys. I should actually wait on it and not just jump on it right away, because then it adds to the mess of everything. Even though it's a game I would love to play and then I could just grind off screen very easily for. And that is the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Because that game, I did originally buy it on PS4, and it came out in January of 2020. I think it was earlier mid-January. And then I played it I think I played about halfway through, then stopped for a bit, and then I think it was like early February or late January when I picked it back up, and I just blasted through the rest of it, and I got every single trophy. And then I had the season pass for it, and when I had time, I also had done the first DLC for that, which unlocked new transformation for Goku and Vegeta, and allowed you to more easily increase the levels of all your characters. And other than that, I didn't play any of the other DLCs, so when I saw it was getting a PS5 upgrade and brand new DLC with Bardock that came out this month, and I've seen some of the stuff of that, and that's actually really cool, and it looks awesome. And so it makes me really want to play it, but I don't want to make it too mushed up with everything. But I wanted to do this voiceover for this recording, just so that way I could get this set to edit and then upload for you guys. Because it's been sitting in the backlog for like
I
a
have
week.
something for you.
Oh,
Here you are.
good. This will help the ritual.
Don't know what's up with my mic. That's weird. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Has some different modes that apparently I never used before. That's okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It was in this recording that actually, since I had so much gloss, I decided, let's go ahead and just buy some stuff for the hunter's room. Got a lot of gloss. Let's use it up. Now this is more of the longer recording that I would do for Midnight Suns, just because there's a lot of miscellaneous stuff. It'll probably be a lot shorter stuff later, where it'll probably primarily be the group hangouts, like the emo kids, as well as anything that's really special. So if it's just the regular training missions and things like that, I don't really bother unless it's editing the cards and showing you guys some of the new cards or upgrade cards. But also in February, actually funny enough, I don't think February has that many games.
Hail, Holy One.
I mean, well, let me
Or
take
is
that
it
back.
un-
They have a lot of PlayStation VR games that are coming out. But besides that, in indie games, there's not really many more mainstream games that are coming out. I think there's one or two next gen upgrade games. More obscure ones, I believe.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
Yeah, I will say, for these voiceovers, kind of weird talking for it. Kind of prefer just playing and talking at the same time, because it feels like a more
Are there any curses I
more
should be aware
engaged,
of?
where otherwise here it's just watching and then talking instead of actually controlling the character and doing things. I
One
don't know, it's weird.
sorcerer's trash is another's treasure. I'll let you be the judge on this one.
Research level increase there. One thing I really like about the Midnight Suns, which I'm sure I've said this plenty of times by now, is just the fact that there is so much that you can do. You can go ahead and try to focus on the research levels. You can go ahead and focus on trying to get the experience of on characters. You can go ahead and focus on trying to increase the friendship. You can focus on the hangouts, try to progress those. There's so much to do. But I also love the XCOM side, where there's these certain times you do a mission, which can yield rewards. You have another time, then you have to go to the next day, and then you repeat the same cycle.
how's the whole saving the world thing going?
So that way you can only do certain things at certain times, which sounds
What do you
limiting,
think?
but it's actually quite.
If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
And surprisingly, the card system is
Until
very,
next time.
very fun. Because there's still strategy in every play that you make, especially depending on what your team is. If you have someone like Blade, you could do a lot of moves very easily. And if you have someone like Doctor Strange, well, it's going to be different.
What is that strange ripple in the air? It is not quite wind.
I knew you would sense it. It's the transmigration of life essences from one level of existence to the next.
Human souls?
No. Insects, birds, other creatures. The Abbey is a waypoint where the veil between planes is quite thin. During quiet times such as this, you can actually feel it happening. I didn't want you to miss it.
That was thoughtful of you to think of me, Doctor.
If I am anything, Hunter, it's full of thoughts. Maybe too many, swirling around in my head, crashing against each other in a chaotic cosmos of ideas that is the madness of my mind. Reminding myself that I'm just a small part of the whole of creation is a way I calm it. It also reminds us of what's at risk of vanishing completely if your mother gets her way.
Indeed.
But I have a feeling that with a life force like yours in play, that won't happen.
And these dialogues for when the friendship level changes with a character, I love those. They're pretty cool. And they're different, too. So it's not just going through a routine and things like that. Yeah, I gotta check how long this recording is again.
When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of
Oh,
that
50 minutes.
Excuse to ring those
Okay.
damn things.
Yeah, it's
I don't know how close I came to cutting
well,
them down.
actually it's a little shy of 50 minutes, but still. Quite a bit of time to try to fill.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
But essentially the plan for how the channel is right now is mainly focused on trying to focus on the series I currently have rolling, and then slowly chip away at the backlog and bring those back up. Such as I think there's a few games that
Sending your friends out to fight isn't
a few
the
games or a
easiest
couple
choice,
games at least
but we all
that
know what
the
we
main
signed
game
up
is
for.
done, but there's still the DLC to do, or the main story's done, and there's just still the post game to do.
Bye.
An instance of that would be back on actually my non-commentary walkthrough for Sackboy Big Adventure, or
How do you sleep at night?
Is there a problem?
No, I'm literally asking how you manage to sleep at night. Here. At the Abbey.
What keeps you awake?
The roar of the ocean, winds moaning through the rafters, the little girl in the tattered dress who croaks, "I know what you did," from my bedside mirror.
No ghost such as you describe haunts the Abbey. I would know.
Oh, you're right. I'm absolutely joking about the Puritan girl in the mirror. Forget I mentioned it. Think, Tony. Think. What if I slept in the suit? Turn the sound dampeners on? Set it to vibrate if there's an emergency? Huh.
You lead with a sense of confidence and authority.
little interactions like that
Oh, you
are
want to be
very
really
nice
impressed?
to
Watch
you.
me at trivia night.
And just make them all characters too, not just like, oh, these are just people you fight with. It turns into these are actually
Hunter?
people. So it's just here, you actually got some characters down by the pool. That's cool. You got some people training. That's cool. You got other people lounging in the what area is that? Whatever this area is, visiting or hangout room or whatever you want to call it. Then you got some things like this that'll actually offer you different abilities and different rewards. Just very good.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
And I do know one that's actually in the backlog that's just the
Don't
DLC
stress it too
left.
much. There's
Well,
no
actually,
wrong
two
answers
of which,
here.
which one I'll probably hit sooner than the other,
Improved.
is Marvel's Spider-Man, the PS5 version, or Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, essentially. And the other is The Last of Us Part 1, which is yet another remake or upgrading of The Last of Us onto PS5, and that also includes the Left Behind DLC, which I meant to touch on, but I didn't. I know it's not that long, so I could probably do it in a single sitting. Might be a little bit longer of a recording, but I could probably do it in a single sitting, because as far as I know, it's actually a short DLC. But it fills in more about the story as well, so that'd be really cool. And it's a DLC that I've actually never played. I've only seen like a couple things from it. So therefore, at least it'd be something new for me as well, so I'd actually be excited and interested in it.
My lucky
But
day,
yeah,
huh?
that's a list that we'll cut through this year, and I'll still put up my top 5 games of 2021, and I think it was like the 3
Ready for more?
worst or most underwhelming. I forget what I was also calling the other.
Constant innovation. That's the start.
I remember it was 2, and they still will come up. Just
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
I'm not sure when. When I do, it'll be probably
I think we've got something
mid
for
this
everyone.
year. Well, I shouldn't say mid this year. I'd like to do by May or June, where I'd actually have the top 5 for 2022, as well as possibly the 5 most disappointing. That's what it was. Top 3 most disappointing games of 2021 that had so much hype, or I was so excited for it, and then after playing it, trying it, seeing it, it did not meet the expectations. Which, to be fair, doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game. It's just not as good as was anticipated or expected. Which, does that happen? Yes. Can it be a bad thing? Yes. Can it be a good thing? Kind of. Sometimes you can anticipate a game being above and beyond, and when you actually play it, it's okay. But also when a game is okay, that means at least the system did not totally crash and burn. That instead, the system or gameplay or story that the game actually had was at least still solid. Can I say that for a lot of games? Not really. Because it seems like either they meet my expectations, come close, or they just crash and burn. Crash and burn doesn't really happen too often, though. Yeah, I'd say after this, I'll just cut a lot of the stuff together. Probably won't really be that much talking in future ones for Midnight Suns that are things like this, mainly focused on grinding. It'll still have some me talking, but a lot of this stuff will be cut out just to make it more streamlined, simple, and easy. And I'll let you guys know if it's more of a grindy kind of episode or episodes.
Nothing like taking in the New York skyline.
But so far, I'd say 2023 will actually be a good year. Especially for gaming, as long as a lot of the games that are actually supposed to come out this year come out and don't get pushed back. Like they have been last 2022 and 2021.
Soon.
That was a big flaw with
What's good?
2020 and 2021. It's just the fact on you'd have so many anticipated games, and they would just get pushed right back. They would get delayed.
Good girl, Charlie.
And I get it. Sometimes the game does need more work, but it just sucks when they do that and they set up all this anticipation. It gets close to the date, and all of a sudden they go, well, instead of coming out, it's actually going to be pushed back 3 or 4 months, possibly 6 months.
Something on your mind?
Nothing important. Isn't the angry children meeting tonight?
Emo kids?
Yes, that. I can never keep up with the modern lingo. Took me a decade to rid myself of thee and thou.
The meeting is tonight.
Then I should wrap up.
Are you going to the meeting?
Very soon. I'll see you there.
No demons to report here, boss.
Now that was my kind of ruckus. Ready to head to the emo kids meeting?
Lead the way.
Nico runs these meetings?
Yes, so far.
Then I'll wait for her to begin.
We shall soon see if this meeting amounts to anything.
What do you mean?
Miss Minoru can explain.
Feels like we're getting closer to figuring out how you died. It's not too much, is it?
The memories are painful, but I have endured worse.
That's good! I mean, it's bad, but yeah, I'm glad you're hanging in there. Ileana wants to lead the ritual this time. That surprised me.
Why?
Magic taking the lead and Caretaker staying out of her way? The world must be ending. Oh, right. It is.
Are you prepared for Miss Rasputin to apply the metaphorical cheese grater to your soul?
I thought you were above petty rivalries.
Oh, not at all. She's a blunt instrument who believes herself a scalpel. She doesn't check her work. That's how mistakes are made, the kind one regrets. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, especially Miss Rasputin. I'm certain you'll be fine. If all goes wrong, I shall pick up the pieces, as always.
I believe I know Ileana's plans for the ritual.
How?
I overheard her speaking with Strange.
Ileana knows what she is doing. I will be fine.
She is capable of many things. Subtlety is not one of them. Ileana's approach is reckless and could cause you lasting harm. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
The ritual today will be unlike before.
How so?
We shall make real progress. I refuse to coddle you as the others did. I will push you beyond your limits. For this to work, I must break you.
Do what you need to do.
Do not be complacent. Without preparation, there is a possibility of damage. This is why you collected the ingredients I asked you to bring. Are you ready to begin?
Can you tell me more about what you are planning?
Do you truly care?
Please give me the details.
Fine. I am using powers you can't comprehend to find an echo of your death. Then you will relive the echo. Now, ready?
You may proceed.
Limbo never forgets. It holds the echo of your death. What is your last memory?
Lilith. A muddy circle in a clearing.
Then I shall bring that echo to you. Now, you become its vessel.
I am ready.
What do you see?
My head. It is her. It is Lilith in the circle.
Do not fight the echo. Allow it to wash through you.
No, she sees me. I advance, prepared to strike. She just watches me.
Whoa! Is that...
It is. My child. Look what they've done to you.
You have no right to call me child, monster.
So, misguided. I have never sought to harm you.
Your army says otherwise.
A distraction to allow for this moment.
Ileana, stop this! Right now!
Enough deceit. Speak plainly or suffer the consequences.
Ileana!
No, we must proceed.
How plain can I make this, my child? If I am to remake this world, I need you at my side.
Enough! Dilungo, Retinacula!
No!
You had no right to do that.
Stopping your recklessness is my obligation.
Pah! Stopping the ritual early could have destroyed the hunter's mind.
The only threat to Hunter was your sloppy technique.
You are impossible!
You will never attempt this again.
Do not constrain me.
Just gonna stand here and hope they don't involve me.
Yup. Miss Rasputin was correct. Feels odd on the tongue, like a fish-flavored loofah.
You approve of her approach?
Of course not. But she was right to push. No matter what Sarah thinks, today was a breakthrough.
Always thinks she knows best.
Well, you have that look on your face. Say what you need to say.
Are you all right? You seem flustered.
Me? I'm fine. I didn't realize what was happening until too late. Lilith's voice, spoken through you, even as an echo, creates a mystical link. She has the means to follow that link back to you. With preparation, I can shield you from such an attack.
And without?
She would do to you what she did to Wanda, and I won't let that happen.
Of course her obligation is to interfere. It's what she does best. Sloppy. Sarah had no right to stop the ritual.
I used to think it was just me, but she treats all of us like this.
No, she singles me out because to her I am a reckless child and always will be. Maybe next time we shall learn the truth. If there is a next time. There is nothing more tonight. Get some rest, Hunter. She makes it all about her.
How you doing, Hunter?
We never thought uncovering my last moments would be easy.
Yeah, I know. I just wish it wasn't so rough on you. As long as you're okay, I'm okay. The good news? We are definitely closing in. That's more than enough for today. You ready to leave?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting. Always try to avoid public scrutiny, but things are gonna be different now that we're working with so many big names in the hero industry.
That's what they really like about the
We've got a
hangouts
situation
and various
rapidly
things. It's just the fact that
developing.
you
I'll
can
be in
gain,
contact soon, Hunter.
you can just gain cards from doing things like that. You don't necessarily have to do a mission or training or unlocking the game course. You could do a variety of stuff to actually get new cards, whether it's for the hunter or any of his allies. I want to be quiet through the emo kids meeting just because
What's happening, Hunter?
it's an interesting story, as well as I didn't really have anything to talk about through that part. Still don't really have much to talk about.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
card element and editing, really cool. Though, I wish some of the limitations were actually different. Just because certain kinds of cards are more effective than others, of course, especially depending on your strategy and what characters you typically run with. So for instance, my preferred team so far that I can actually choose from, just not including Wolverine for instance, would be the Hunter, Blade, and probably Captain Marvel. I would say Captain Marvel or Iron Man, but leaning more towards Captain Marvel just because the Hunter has a nice variety of moves that are quick, strong, and supportive. That can also help with hero cards. Blade can chain and has strong attacks, as well as can cause bleeding, so additional damage over time. And Captain Marvel has a lot of attacks that can cause knockback, so you can kind of chain that where you can make one enemy hit another or cause more damage to the one. As well as her binary mode allows her to have some fantastic protection, so she can actually tank a lot of hits, which is fantastic, and deal a lot of damage with it as well. And based on my teams,
Yet another victory for the Hunter.
Damn it! You totally ambushed me with that pair of queens. I have to admit, I didn't think you'd be such a formidable poker player. Yet another reason to respect you.
It is just beginner's luck. I'm sure your next hand will vanquish me.
There you go again, being all unexpectedly humble and generous. You're a hard demon to dislike, Hunter. Even if you are beating my butt at Hold'em.
You do not dislike me, Captain?
Don't get too excited. I didn't say I liked you either, but you've got potential.
Deal another hand, then?
I'm all in.
Nice, another friendship up. Oh, friendship level 2, cool. And I really like these friendship level rewards as well, such as the gift shop. And that really helps too. Because then if you got the credits, you can go ahead and get these items. And then when you hang out with people, you can actually give them those items. If you have an item that fits more with them, you'll actually gain additional friendship experience. Very cool, and you'll see that, I don't know if in this recording, otherwise in the next one.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
But yeah, I'm gonna check something though.
Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Hello.
All taken care of.
My highest priority.
Alright, I just wanted to look in. Yeah, there's not really that much left to this recording, so I'll pretty much let it finish up past the...
So, like, Hunter, don't let this go to your head, but I think you're okay.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I see you trying to make me feel included, and I thought I should take a moment to thank you for not leaving me out. Caretaker makes me feel like a child sometimes, but you don't, so, like, thanks.
You are most welcome, Nico. It is an honor to fight by your side.
Honor? Oh, man. Listen, Hunter, don't take this the right way because I totally appreciate the compliment, but you really need to drop the formality and loosen up before magic starts calling you a boomer.
Boomer?
It's slang for ancient, outdated one who caused all of our problems.
That describes me exactly.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try and forget that you said that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I see you making an effort to not make me feel like a complete reject, and I appreciate that. I need all the allies I can get on this apocalyptic reality show because I do not want to get voted out of this abbey or off this world.
Reality show? Vote?
Just try and not get eliminated, Hunter.
I forgot that was actually the first level of friendship with Nico. Funny enough, I don't know what the max friendship levels are with each character. I think it's 5. I think they're all 5, and I don't know for the overall. I think the overall is like 10 or something. I believe it's higher than a character's. Might be wrong though. Might cap out before that. We'll see. We'll see in time because I'm gonna put some effort towards the friendships and build them up as much as I can. Well, I'll play all
So I
these
know it's
dialogues
impolite to
and-
talk about the demon in the room, but let's talk about the demon in the room. I mean the one in the forge, specifically, not the others that haunt this place. Or my dreams.
Understood.
I know I said I was completely comfortable with that thing before, but I may have lied. Mainly because I thought it was listening.
It most likely was.
Was what?
Listening.
You're joking, right?
No. There are times I hear it whisper to me, begging to be released. I find the entire thing quite unnerving. Tony?
Glad we could have this chat. Really eased my mind about everything. By the way, you don't happen to have a pen or a quill, do you? Just want to jot down a few last words in case I get swallowed up by a hellmouth while reaching for some pliers. Oh, you are gonna love this.
Alright, and besides this high-tech suit, the rest is just upgrading cards, training, things like that. Though I can't remember what research I chose after that. I think it's the Book of Vishanti, since that's the only one available. Because I don't think I had an artifact to break down. That's one thing that sucks though too, is the lower your level, the more restricted that your research is, what you can actually research and get. And of course the good stuff is not until like level 7 and 8.
Undivided attention.
Oh
In
no, I
this
did have an
reality
artifact. I think this is one of the times I had chosen something and then I had just because I had chose something
exactly
else
where
instead.
this goes.
Yep, unlocked level 4, and then I went back to research.
Ooh, new coil.
Come back tomorrow,
to
Hunter.
see what I was missing out on. But yeah, this is a very casual recording. Hope you guys have been enjoying the casual recording. Might be a couple or few more like this, but they'll be separated as much as possible.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going?
Oh yeah, grab some scanner coils, so I'll let that
Did you
go.
say you were exposed to this thing? What can I say except you're welcome?
So we can see all the cards. Oh, Guarding Strike. Yep. I remember what one I got on this. I think it was like... it was Guarding Strike and Cosmic Ray, which I regret looking at it now because Reign of
Don't forget to write.
X-Rose or something like that. That was more of a rare one, so I seriously should have chosen that. So I kind of regret it, especially because I don't use Cosmic Ray. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been interesting doing a voiceover for this song. But hope you guys enjoyed. Next parts are a lot more story driven, so they're a lot more enjoyable. But with that, take care, have a great day.
Let's do this.